Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hey there guys, and today I would like to talk Book and Dice RPG role-playing game. That's right. I had just recently watched a video from Mayim Bialik, because yes, I am a Glockite, about, called Dungeons and Dragons DnD Therapy, where she talks about how she plays D&D role-playing games with her kids. Well, that made me want to talk about that. She talked about how good therapy it is and how, it really helps you get to know your kids. And I fully agree with that. I don't play D&D. I play Vampire the Masquerade, or should I say an offshoot of it that me and my husband created ourselves using the same dice system as Vampire the Masquerade. But my kids a few years ago became old enough to be able to roleplay, and they are avid role players. They all have their own set of 10-sided dice, etc. I think she makes really good points, though, about really getting to know your kids and learning, team building skills by role-playing with your kids. Because, when you roleplay, it kind of lets you act out and be whoever you would like to be, whoever you want to be. And I fully agree with that. I got to know my kids a lot better once I started role-playing with them a bit. I'd actually like to talk about the first time I role-played with two of my children, my daughter and my son. One of the first times I role-played with my daughter and my son, it was basically just to teach them how to role-play. And I put them through a little story where they found themselves in a house, and their mom and dad had been gone for a while. They hadn't come back yet, and suddenly the house catches on fire. Well, I, as a parent, fully believed that my children would know what to do in a fire. At this time, they were about in 5th or 6th grade, and they had been through plenty of fire drills at school and things of that nature. So I fully believed, my kids would know what to do during a fire. Turns out, one of them did not. And that scared the hell out of me. But if it was not for role-playing, I would have never known. See, my son, he got out of the house. He did what I expected him to do. But my daughter, upon seeing the house fill up with smoke, instead of running out of the house, she ran up the stairs and hid under the bed, which completely blew my mind, because if that's what she'll do in story, then more than likely that's probably what she would do in real life. So in turn, this story became a teaching moment for me and my kids, and in order to teach them a lesson, I killed off her character. I had the fire. I kept giving her chances to try to get out and giving her warnings that she's not going to make it if she don't get out of this house, but she didn't get it. So I had to kill off her character to teach her a point that this is what will happen if you hide underneath the bed during a fire. And then once that was done, I ended the roleplay session and we did fire drills, because I realized my kids don't know what to do during a fire. They may know what to do at school, but apparently at home they had no clue what to do during a fire. Well, at least one of them didn't. So this actually led to an experience of teaching, and that's what I've found with role-playing. A lot of times, we throw these, as the adults, we'll throw as the adults and the storytellers. Because in role-playing, there's a storyteller who tells the basic story, and all the players have to, figure out what to do, and the storyteller has to combat what they're doing in real time. And through these activities, I have learned so much about my kids. It has made us bond closer, grow closer. It has allowed me to see sides of them that I didn't know were there. I feel very lucky to be able to have discovered role-playing and role-playing with my kids. So yeah, I just wanted to share this experience with you guys. Since I've seen Mayim Bialik talk about, DnD therapy, which I never thought about it like therapy before, but it really kind of is. It really is. It's really a kind of therapy, especially when you're doing it with, like, your husband or your children. It becomes a very good therapy and a different way for you to get to know the people that you love and really get to know who they are on the inside and who they wish to be and who they aspire to be and what kind of person that they wish they could be. So yeah, I just wanted to speak on that for a moment. If you like this video and you want to hear me talk more about role playing, which I am obsessed with, I really am, give this video a thumbs up. If you like me, subscribe and hit that little bell button. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.